boys and girls. I have something a little sad to tell you. Today is our very last video. Tomorrow, you all are going to graduate from preschool. Miss Cindy has worked really hard on putting together a graduation video for you, and I know you're going to love to watch that. Today's going to be a little different because I'm going to tell you about what to expect next fall, in kindergarten. I'm really lucky because I have a kindergartner who lives with me. Do you all know Micah? Say hi, Micah.
Hi.
So Micah is 6 years old, almost 7. He'll be 7 soon. And he was in kindergarten this year. And Micah was a great kindergartner. He rocked kindergarten and did a really awesome job. So Micah, I would like to read a book first, and then I want you to tell me about the places that Pete visited. Okay? Can we do that? Okay. We all love Pete the cat, right? Pete the cat, rocking in my school shoes. So Pete is going to go to kindergarten, and then Micah's going to tell us if we have the same places at his kindergarten, okay? You ready? Okay. Here comes Pete, strolling down the street, rocking red shoes on his 4 furry feet. Pete is going to school, and he sings this song. Boom, 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 boom. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. I'm rocking in my school shoes. Pete is sitting at his desk when his teacher says, "Come on, Pete, down the hall to a room with books on every wall." Where is Pete going?
We don't have that anymore.
A chalkboard? Okay. We're going to come back and let you tell all the kids about that, okay? The library. Pete has never been to the library before. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He finds his favorite book and sings his song. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes. I'm reading in my school shoes.
Question.
Yes.
How come in every page there's a bird in that?
Oh, that's a little hidden picture for you to find.
Wears his shoes inconsistently.
Pete's lunch. Okay, boys. Check out Pete. He's ready to eat in a big noisy room with tables and seats. Where is Pete? You know, don't you, Micah?
The cafeteria.
The cafeteria, that's right. Okay. The lunchroom, also called the cafeteria. It can be loud and busy in the lunchroom. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He sits down with his friends and sings his song.
Mama, is it okay to tell your class one thing at the cafeteria when you're
You can tell my class anything you want here in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. I'm eating in my school shoes. Pete and his friends are playing outside on a green grassy field with swings and tall slides. Where is Pete?
The playground.
The playground! Kids are running in every direction. Does Pete worry? Goodness, no. He slides and swings and sings his song. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. I'm playing in my school shoes. All day long, Pete sings his song. I'm singing in my school shoes. I'm painting in my school shoes. I'm adding in my school shoes. I'm writing in my school shoes. When school is done, Pete rides the bus home. Pete's mom asks him, "What did you do at school today?" And Pete says, I'm serious, having a hard time turning the page.
I can do it, Mama.
You can. Because, I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. I was rocking in my school shoes. And I will do it all again tomorrow.
You're not allowed to.
Because it's all good.
You're not allowed to have guitars there.
You're not allowed to bring guitars? Okay, so we're going to use this book to ask Micah questions about kindergarten, okay? So, one thing to know about Micah is Micah went to the very same school that you go to. He was in Miss Melanie's class, and before he was in Miss Melanie's class, he was in Miss Holly's class, and before that, he was a teddy bear, and before he was a teddy bear, he was a busy bee. So Micah has gone all the way through at First Pres, just like a lot of you have, okay? So he is very good at being able to tell us the difference between preschool and kindergarten, right? Right, okay. So the first thing I notice is this big yellow thing right here. What is that, Micah?
A bus.
A school bus. Okay, so
But I don't ride the school bus.
so Micah doesn't ride the school bus. Micah is a car rider. They call that being a car rider, right?
Mhm.
And so what does that mean to be a car rider?
When someone drops me off at school with a car.
So in the morning, Mama drops you off in front of the school,
And sometimes Grandpa.
or sometimes Grandpa maybe might do that,
And maybe sometimes Daddy.
and maybe sometimes Daddy will drop you off in front of the school, right?
Uh-huh.
And you take your backpack and you go inside like a big boy, right? Do I walk you in ever? No, hardly ever, right? And then at the end of the day, what do?
I sit in the cafeteria and I wait for you to come to pick me up.
And do they call your name? Do they say,
Yeah.
Micah Huckabee? And then you go out and you get in Mama's car, right?
Yeah, but they say Micah Huckabee.
They pronounce your name wrong? You should correct them, for real.
I don't wanna.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so did you ever get to ride a school bus this year? You did a couple times, right?
Yeah.
For a field trip?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For the pumpkin patch
Mhm.
and the what was it again?
Was it for your musical?
Oh yeah.
So there were a couple times this year that Micah got on a big yellow school bus and he went somewhere with his class. He went on a field trip. He went to the pumpkin patch and he also went with his class to practice for their school musical. And we'll talk about the musical here in a second. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. Let's see here. So, Pete went to a room.
No, Mom, you skipped one.
I know, I know. Go back? Okay, Micah wants me to go back. Hold on.
No,
Okay, so Micah wants to tell us something about this. Does this look like your kindergarten classroom?
no, you don't have that. We have a big screen that you can watch shows on it sometimes.
So it's called a smart board, right?
Uh-huh.
And on the smart board is like a giant computer, and your teacher can write on, not on the, she writes on something else, and it goes up on the screen, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes
Uh-huh.
for snack time at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
she turns on shows for us,
Mm-hmm.
and we eat our snacks.
So sometimes you get to watch a show while you eat your snack.
Yeah, you get breakfast, lunch, and snack.
Okay, good to know. I'm noticing that in this picture, can you see that, Isaac? That all the kitty cats are sitting at their own desk. Is that what your kindergarten class looked like?
Well, actually, no. There's 4 people at one desk.
So it's like a big table that has 4 people at it, right? So your kindergarten class probably is not going to have desks like that. You'll probably have tables.
And there's something under it that you put your stuff in. And there's these drawers.
So there's like a cubby in the table for you to put your stuff?
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's this thing not at your desk
Uh-huh.
where you put your scissors,
Mm-hmm.
your markers, and your glue stick.
Is it a cubby like they have at preschool?
Well, we used to put the we used to put the crayon. Yeah, we used to put the crayons in there. But we used to put and there's markers.
Okay. So there's a special place for them to put their supplies, just like they have at preschool.
Yeah.
So that part will be the same.
Huh?
Okay. Good. Thank you, Micah. That was good information. Okay, so this room here with all the books on the wall, the library. You liked the library, didn't you?
Yeah, but you don't get to pick your own book. There's like this special
Okay,
thing.
time out a second. In kindergarten only, right? Once you get older, Isaac, you can say you get to pick out your own books in the library after you're in kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're in kindergarten,
Mhm.
you can't just pick one. There's like this like book thing
Mhm.
that you put like educational books on.
So there's a table that your librarian.
No. You
No.
don't like that. Like
Like a
books.
shelf, a bookshelf.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
only there's some stuff covering up the books.
Okay. So there's a spot with books that just you can look at from just that one spot of the library.
No, you can pick it,
Mm-hmm.
but if someone else gets it, you can't.
So if someone else gets the book you want first, then you have to wait your turn, right?
Well, actually, that's not how it works, Mama.
Oh.
Well, actually, when it's center's time,
Mm-hmm.
you get to pick a book that you chose.
Oh, okay. So during center time, you can choose the book you chose.
Yeah, there's this library
Okay.
part.
I'm going to interrupt for a second. At the library, the nice lady who works there, Miss Epps, right? Does she read you stories?
Yeah, but do you remember the whiteboard?
The smart board?
Yeah, she has one too.
Miss Epps has a smart board too, and she uses it to tell stories. Okay, and she's really nice, isn't she? Yeah. So is the library one of your favorite places about kindergarten? Yeah.
But there's also PE.
Okay, we're going to get to PE. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so Pete likes the library too. Then he goes to a big room with tables where he eats his food. And that he calls it the lunchroom, but you call it the what?
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria, boys and girls, cafeteria. So, what do you do in a cafeteria?
Well, if you don't bring your lunch,
Mm-hmm.
there's like some place where you can get your lunch.
Mhm.
You get a tray.
Uh-huh.
And there's food that you can pick.
Okay.
But in the classroom, you have to put these popsicle sticks with your name on them
Mhm.
in the picture with the food you want,
Mhm.
and then you can.
Okay, so let me back up for a second. When you first get to school in the morning, you decide if you brought your lunch from home, you have your lunch box, or if you're going to get a tray, right? And so you use a popsicle stick to show
No, at school.
at school.
In the classroom.
In the classroom, you do that so your teacher can tell the cafeteria if they need to make you lunch or not, right? And it also lets you choose what kind of lunch you want.
Or not so. There's a smart board in there too, but
Mhm.
only on Fridays we get to watch something.
So on Fridays in the cafeteria, sometimes you get to watch a show while you eat your lunch. Okay, but we're going to talk about food. So Pete brought his lunch in his lunchbox, and when you were in preschool, you brought your lunch every day too, right?
Oh, and there's one more thing about the cafeteria.
Okay, go ahead.
At kindergarten,
Mhm.
there's first graders and kindergarteners,
Mhm.
and it's very, very, very loud.
Okay.
And if you say it's too loud,
Uh-huh.
don't say it. But then everybody has to be silent.
Oh, okay. But I'm going to go back to lunchboxes and trays real quick. So in preschool, you brought your lunchbox to school every day, and you ate food and lunch that Daddy made you, right? Okay. But in kindergarten, you chose to have a tray, right? So Mom and Daddy put money on your account, and you would go and you would carry a tray, and they would give you yummy food, right?
Yeah. And at the cafeteria
Mhm.
where you get your food on
Mhm.
Fridays,
Mhm.
there's pizza. I like
Pizza. What other kinds of yummy foods did they have in the cafeteria that you really liked?
Well, to get the Cheetos, you have to get a hot dog. And I don't like hot dogs.
So you don't like hot dogs, but sometimes you'd get a hot dog just so you could have Cheetos? Oh boy. Okay. What else?
Cheetos don't taste like normal Cheetos.
What about, did you ever get some chicken?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hey, do you know like at Wendy's?
Wendy's,
There's like this box,
Uh-huh.
this cupboard I think,
Mhm.
there was your food in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's the chicken goes in that thingy.
So are they chicken nuggets? Or like chicken fries or something?
Yeah, I say that they are. Oh, now so there are these swirly French fries,
Uh-huh.
and they can go swirly, and you can eat it.
Are they called curly fries?
Yeah, but
Okay.
they're like slowly like.
So would you say that you like the food in the cafeteria?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Now, there were a few times that you chose to have breakfast at school too, right? And was that in the cafeteria as well?
Yeah, I got a breakfast. There's chocolate donuts or normal donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah, for breakfast.
No wonder you wanted to eat breakfast at school. Okay.
And I don't eat breakfast at school.
Not very often.
Yeah, and also there are these Lucky Charms,
Mhm.
and there's these cereal
Mm-hmm.
that are chocolate.
A chocolate
And
cereal?
they're like little balls.
Okay. So in the cafeteria,
Oh, and also there's apple slices
I want it-
every day.
apple slices every day. Good. They want to make sure you get some fruit. So in the Pete the Cat picture,
And also you have to get a juice or a fruit.
a juice or a fruit. Okay, but look, in our picture, Pete the Cat is sitting with his friends at tables. Are there long tables like that in the cafeteria?
Very long. Some
Very.
for like half a class.
Wow. So like half your class can fit at one table?
Like that. Like there's two of them
Mm-hmm.
for my class.
Uh-huh.
Like there's like it's really big,
Mm-hmm.
but like there's half of the class on it.
Did you ever get some milk in a carton like that, Micah? Micah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did? Was it hard to open?
No, I just you see that
Mhm.
and that. I just pull it open and I do it on the other side. I put a straw in it.
So, if there's some food that you have a hard time getting open or you need help with, what do you do in the cafeteria?
I raise my hand like in the class.
Mm-hmm. You raise your hand, and then what happens?
Then sometimes in the cafeteria they're helping other people,
Mm-hmm.
so it might take a while.
It might take a while, yeah. But if you keep your hand up, then someone comes and helps you.
Uh-huh.
And that was Miss Kim, right?
Yeah.
And
And
she's
Miss
really-
Pierce.
And Miss Pierce, too. Okay. Miss Pierce is a counselor. Okay. So now, let's switch. Pete goes outside, and he is on a big, tall slide. That's a lot taller than the slides we have at preschool, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like big ones. Like on kindergarten,
Mhm.
there's this pirate ship, and it has 3 slides.
So it's a really good playground, right?
And there's this little one, and if you don't want to go too high, there's these little ones.
Okay. So would you say, and there's swings too, right?
Yeah, and there's this big tree that I can just hang out at.
So you really you called that recess, right?
And
Recess.
also,
Mhm.
there is
Let's see,
PE.
there's Pete on the slides, and he has swings too. Hold on just a second. We're going to talk about PE in a minute, okay? Okay. We're going to talk about PE in a minute. So, recess.
I said P.
No, are you being silly? Okay. So, at recess, did you get to go to recess? How many times a day did you have recess?
2 times.
2 times. You got to go to recess twice a day.
Yeah, one at the start of the school and one at the end of the day.
Okay. So, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was ever rainy, sometimes at preschool, if it's too rainy, then we have inside recess. What do you do if you have to stay inside because it's too rainy or cold? Did you play inside your classroom?
Sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we watch a show.
Okay. And, okay, so let's talk about the big gym, the PE room.
Or sometimes we just do work for recess, and we can just free draw.
Free draw. Ooh, I bet you liked that. Micah, tell me about PE. What is PE? What does PE stand for? Do you know?
It's this big building
Mm-hmm.
that you do games
Mhm.
in,
Mm-hmm.
like exercise games,
Mhm.
and it's also when there's a tornado,
Mm-hmm.
you get in there, and when it's time to take a picture, a class picture, you go in there too.
So you do a lot of things in that one big room, is what you're telling me.
Uh-huh.
So tell me about some of the things you do during PE. Can you give me an example?
Well, sometimes at Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
there's this game that there's, I think, 3 people that are the Grinch.
Uh-huh.
Isaac, is it 3 or 1?
kind of remember.
So you played a Christmas game about the Grinch.
Yeah.
Do you play?
And I think these balls are the presents,
Mhm.
and you try to put them in where in your house, which is like a little square,
Mhm.
and maybe if you do teamwork with some in your class, they would stop the Grinches, which is some people in your class,
Mhm.
and then a few people can go and get some. Oh, look, a squirrel.
Okay. You literally just said, "Oh, look, a squirrel." You're so cute. Okay, so PE is a place where you go and you play lots of games with moving and running and balls and fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
PE is short for physical education.
And also, Mama, guess what?
What?
Sometimes there's a game
Mhm.
that you tell the entire class
Mhm.
what to do
Okay.
for exercise.
So do you love PE?
Mhm.
PE's a lot of fun,
Yeah,
right?
but sometimes the games are kind of hard.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes things are hard, so you get better at them, right? All right, let's move on. In this book, Pete is singing in his school shoes. Did you ever go to music?
Yeah.
Music.
But we're not allowed to do any musical things like guitars. And
You didn't
stuff.
play guitars in music class? Did
Never.
you sing mostly?
Yeah, and sometimes we pretend that these coffee things
Uh-huh.
are drums.
Oh, so percussion?
And one time before, we
Mhm.
got to use a little bit of musical stuff.
Okay. Hey, so you also put on a class program, right?
Yeah.
A musical program? So Micah did not like being in the program, but you might. Also, I see Pete here is painting. He went to art class.
Yeah.
Did you get to go to art class?
Yeah. Guess what? You get to make puppets and sometimes there's this thing that you can make out of paper bag,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't always get it.
So art is a separate class that you do not in your classroom. You go to, and it has a really nice art teacher, right, Miss Baker?
Uh-huh.
And she helps you paint or draw or do cool art stuff.
And also we watch videos. Like there's this TV show,
Uh-huh.
and it tells us history about art.
Ooh, art history. I love that. Okay, so would you give art a thumbs up? Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, I've got some art to show your kids, the other kids in a minute. Okay, so we already talked about the smart board. How you did not have a chalkboard like this in your classroom. You had a smart board. But did you still learn some addition?
Oh yeah, and also you just had to press a button
Mm-hmm.
and it changes color.
The smart board does?
Yeah, but when you write numbers, you can't go like, then switch your color.
Okay. So all of the Conway schools have a lot of technology, boys and girls. That means Chromebooks, which are like laptops, smart boards, all kinds of technology that you're going to get to use. And it's really fun, right?
You're going to get to do ABCA.
Mm-hmm.
And,
So Micah really likes that about school.
And when I was at school and I was doing ABCA,
Mm-hmm.
ABCA did not work for me.
Okay, so we're going to switch real quick and let's show them some of the stuff that you got to do this year. So Micah's kindergarten teacher made him a pizza box. Do you see that? Now this isn't complete because unfortunately Micah had to stop going to school in March just like you guys did, but he still got to do a lot of fun stuff. Here's a picture of his class. Your kindergarten class will be just a little bit bigger than your preschool class was. So Miss Sarah's
I like Turtle Team Whitehead.
Miss Sarah's preschool class had 15 students in it, and Micah's kindergarten class had 17 students. So there may be up to 20 kids in your class, but everybody will be fun and nice, and you'll love them.
And also, some people.
Oh, here's a funny picture of Micah dressed as an old man. What did you dress as an old man for, Micah?
For the 100th day of school.
That's right. So Micah dressed up as an old man because they had a 100th day of school party where he dressed like he was 100 years old. Wasn't that funny? And Micah learned He got to do lots of artwork. This is from the very beginning of the year. And Micah wrote this himself. Micah was learning how to read and write this year, and now he can read really, really well. It says Micah likes the color red. That's right.
I love the color.
So you did lots of crafts and painting, right?
Mama, you skipped one that my best friends and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm not going to show everybody everything, sweetie, because I don't have time for that. I just wanted to show them. We talked about writing a journal entry in our gardening video. And so lots of these are like journal entries. This is Isaac. Isaac, you know, is my big boy.
And I tried to draw Tuck.
And Tuck was his puppy, that's right. And he drew 10 apples up on top. So lots of these, Micah would draw a picture, and then he would write what the picture was.
I'm not a very good drawer.
That's not true. You're an excellent drawer.
I'm not a good drawer.
Oh, look at this one. Isn't that fun? There's room on a broom, on Micah's broom for, ooh, a dragon. Do you know that book? We've read that book. There's room on my broom.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all just examples of things.
I'm not a very good drawer.
That's not true. He's a really
No.
good drawer.
No, I said
people?
people.
Is there anything you would like to tell the boys and girls about kindergarten that we forgot to mention?
Well, there is a few stuff.
Okay.
There's like a lot of stuff and activities you can do,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes there's you can go in a big kid playground.
The big kid. Mm-hmm. So.
And there's a special class
Mm-hmm.
that only gets to go on the kindergarten playground.
Oh, let's talk about the special class real quick. So Micah had, in Micah's school, they had what they call the special class. And those are boys and girls that have different needs. Some of them are, everybody's special. But these boys and girls have even more special needs, right? So they are a small class. And some of them may be in a wheelchair, right? Or maybe some of them had a hard, some of them made loud noises and kind of scared you at first, right? But you got to know that they were nice and they were kids just like you, right? And you were happy to have them around, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So some of you, that may be different for some of you, too, being around a special class.
Why does that say kitty door?
It's just silly on the book. Okay. So, would you give kindergarten 2 thumbs up? Yeah. Do you think any of my boys and girls should be nervous about going to kindergarten?
No. It's really, really fun. And first, you go. Well, you don't go to kindergarten straight away. Well, you go to kindergarten camp first.
Oh, okay. So in the beginning,
And you go to every different class there is.
Right.
A different day.
Right.
But when you're kindergarten, you stick with one teacher.
That's right. So you're gonna
And
have.
sometimes there's helpers that help you teacher.
Okay. So there are helpers for your teacher. Okay. So what Micah is saying is that at his school they did something called kindergarten camp, where before school started, they took all the boys and girls your age and they introduced you to everybody and taught you all about what kindergarten was going to be like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Do you miss First Pres? You miss Miss Melanie, Miss Holly, Miss Teresa? Yeah. But aren't you glad you went to kindergarten? Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So boys and girls. Kindergarten! You're gonna go to kindergarten! I'm so proud of you. I'm a little bit sad because I really wish that I could give you a really big hug wearing your blue hat that you took a picture in.
Maybe someday you can come to that school and you can visit them.
Well, what I think we're gonna do is soon, hopefully this summer, we're gonna get to have a class party at the splash pad. What do you think? Would you boys and girls like that? Give me a thumbs up if you think yes, we need a class party at the splash pad. I think so too. This is Miss Tara's last video I'm making. There is a graduation video for you to watch tomorrow, but today is the last one that we're doing for my kitchen, which is kind of crazy. This has been a really weird year, and I'm really glad that I got to know you boys and girls, and I love you all so much. And this isn't necessarily the way that I wish we were ending our school year, but I do still love you, and I know you've learned a lot, and you're really ready for kindergarten. So on Friday morning, you're going to get to come to the school with your moms and your dads, and you're going to get to pick up your diploma. And we're going to have a really cool place for you to take pictures, and that'll be a lot of fun too. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.